Fit like a bee, Danny Boy here, and welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2 on the UK map. Now, the line from Plymouth to Edinburgh and Glasgow has been complete. It's a bit of a strange one. I was very confused when looking up the train schedules. The cross-country ones from Edinburgh to Plymouth. Now, there are several routes. They run on the same track, but some trains bypass other stations. One train goes through basically everywhere, some skips out quite a lot of places, and the other one is the other two are a sort of mix and match of all the other ones. So it's slightly strange. There is a line that goes from Glasgow as well. It goes from Glasgow down to Plymouth, but it's exactly the same route as the Edinburgh route, except from this one comes from Glasgow, goes through Haymarket and then into Edinburgh, and then it continues round on its merry way, as opposed to the other services that just start in Edinburgh and then head down. So there is no West Coast cross-country train that comes down, or not one that I could find. There possibly is one, but all the cross-country services I found that go to Plymouth from Glasgow actually come through here. They come through Edinburgh and then head on their merry way. So I've made up 3 lines. I've made up a Glasgow one, but we'll do the standard one to Edinburgh, since basically that's the sort of main sort of lines, and the Glasgow one just sort of follows suit. So if we start at Plymouth, now one of the lines, if I check the schedule here, starts here at Plymouth. I've got a couple of trains. The trains are all running. I don't know. There's obviously none in this section of the track. This is a route where you would need possibly quite a lot of trains. But it heads from Plymouth. It then goes to Totnes, which is the next stop on the map. So it stops here at Totnes and then continues up heading north. It stops at Newton Abbot here. Now, all the trains that I found both stop at Totnes and Newton Abbot. There isn't any sort of bypasses. There isn't any that stop at Tainbridge, although when you click on Tainbridge Station, it does say that cross country does stop there. It must be on another route, or maybe there is a scheduled train that does stop there that's on this route, and I just haven't located it yet. So it doesn't stop at Teignmouth. It does stop at Exeter St David's. The routes in Exeter are slightly weird. I think the other ones sort of come down here and go this side of the river, past Topsham and Exton, and then head out along the coast. But yeah, Exeter St David's is the next stop. It then stops up here at Taunton. It also stops up here at, so there's actually a stop before that. It is not Wellington. Yeah, it's this one, Tiverton Parkway. So they all stop at Tiverton Parkway, and then they carry on up to Taunton. Now, Bridgewater, no. Highbridge, no. It doesn't actually stop in Weston-super-Mare. It does stop in Bristol Temple Meads. Now, I found one that stops at Bristol Temple Meads and stops at Bristol Parkway up here, and the other ones, a couple other ones I found, do not. It then continues back up north, and now this is a really strange one. So there are ones that stop at Gloucester. There are also ones that just continue on and bypass Gloucester. So some do stop here and some don't. We then head up to Cheltenham. As far as I know, they all stop at Cheltenham. Ashchurch, no, they don't stop there, or none of the ones that I found stop there. And then up to Birmingham. Now, they all stop at Birmingham. This is where it gets slightly strange. So, at Tamworth, some stop at Tamworth, some do not. If we head on, we head up to Burton-on-Trent. Now, there's a couple that stop at Burton-on-Trent. I know there's at least one that does not. And then there's 2 of the trains there. And then Derby. And then it continues on, and Chesterfield. Now, there are a couple that stop in Chesterfield. There are also ones that don't stop in Chesterfield. So I've sort of got like 5 or 6, I've got 6 trains running, and they're all sort of doing just a scheduled route. So there is one that stops at Burton-on-Trent, Chesterfield, Derby, Sheffield, basically stops everywhere. So that train is running. But the train that sort of misses stops out is this one in front. So it's got more of a sort of clear path. So yeah, up to Sheffield. They all stop in Sheffield as far as I am aware. None stop in Barnsley, which is strikingly odd. I thought Barnsley would have been a place that people would have would have liked to have went. So Wakefield, Westgate, some do stop here, some do not. We go up to Leeds. They all go through Leeds as far as I can tell, and then the next stop is York. They all stop at York, and then we're into Darlington, Durham. They all stop there. None of them stop at Chester-le Street or Northallerton. And then we get up to Newcastle. Now, some of them stop up here at Almouth. Some of them do not. Some stop at Berwick-upon-Tweed. Some others don't. We also then have Dunbar. Some stop at Dunbar and some of them don't. And then we head into Edinburgh. And then there's obviously that line that goes from Glasgow. So it comes out of Glasgow Central, comes down along, in through Haymarket, Edinburgh, and then it continues on that very same route. So all the trains are on it. We are going to build that up today. Now, there's a lot of stuff to build. Gloucester, Bristol, Exeter, Plymouth are all definitely places I have on the map. I was maybe going to add something like Sheffield or Nottingham or Derby in between sort of Leeds and Birmingham. I think I'm going to refrain from doing that, adding too much cities possibly. I'm sure there's others I can add down here in the south. There's lots more space down here, but I don't want to cram them all up in sort of one place. Now this is a huge distance in real life, and it's quite a long distance to build this in this game. It took a long time just to get from Leeds down to Birmingham, a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. But in Transport Fever, this will literally take 2-3 minutes top to get a line from Leeds down to Birmingham. It's not going to take that long, because the Transport Fever 2 map is compressed, so it's a hell of a lot smaller. If I had Bill Gates' his money and his supercomputers and whatever the hell else he's got, then I may play Transport Fever on a hugely extended map with 1 billion trains and 1 billion cities, but standard desktop computers can't run that yet. So we're just stuck to a Megalomaniac sized map, but a compressed UK version of it, which is still pretty good. It's a great map. A lot of people have been asking for the map on Steam Workshop. I did add links to their comments so that they could go and check it out. Obviously my map differs because I've leveled some mountains up in Scotland to make more things accessible. I've added a lot more cities to the map, etc. We've got stuff, the Eurostar over in France. I've removed some stuff from... Now, we've got like Waterford down here, and where is... Wexford, yeah. See, I maybe would have made the bottom one Cork, but it's Wexford on the map. But we've deleted that city to make way for other cities. But we will jump over to the Transport Fever 2 map, and we shall attempt to get the Glasgow and Edinburgh to Plymouth lines done. We'll see how it goes. Now, obviously, I like to play fast and loose and plant stations without relatively thinking about the future, but this time we're going to have to, because lots more trains are going to have to go through these cities. I mean, I did not know that the trains heading down here went into Gloucester and then popped back out. There is a line that continues on. I would imagine it continues on down this way, down the north side of this river, whatever it is called, I can't remember. But yeah, so we will jump over the Transport Fever 2 map now, and we shall get things rolling. So, here we are, back on the Transport Fever 2 map. As you can see, I've changed up the airport, the terminals, really. This should be, in my opinion, this should be like the main building, and these should be smaller. terminals. This airport is fantastic. I love the look of it. It's made by Remy Gio. He is the proverbial master at making airports. Most of the airports, I think actually all of them. He does all this grass, dirt strip, small airfields, the Art Deco one. He doesn't do the off-world one, but he does like large airfield, the city airfield, the regional airports, the alternate international airports. He does all that stuff and it's really good. So if you want other airports from the standard vanilla ones, check out Remy Gio in the Steam workshop. He's really good at this. I actually forgot to show this, but if you go in here, right, he's even modelled the inside of the terminal. There's a little Fokker in there. It's really cool. The airport is obviously facing the wrong way because north is that way. But yeah, it's really beautiful inside here. I love this, like the mural and stuff. All the posters. You could even see the flight departure board. So Amsterdam, yep, we've got a flight going to Amsterdam. Budapest, probably not. Paris, yes, we will add a Paris flight. Copenhagen, Copenhagen. In Denmark there's Rome as well. It's really cool. You can, if you've got better eyesight than me, you can actually see all this. So it's pretty good. Berlin, Zurich, Milan. Yeah, it's cool. Very cool. So that's the inside of the airport. So there's our EasyJet flight landing there. Obviously it looks slightly strange. These have got modelled inside as well. If I can get in, it's normally easier to get on board with a sort of person. There we go. Can sort of see there's inside the hangar. It's a lot easier. Obviously these planes are new and this is old, but I didn't have this back when we were back in the 1920s. When we do a new playthrough, we absolutely will get one of these up and running at its appropriate time. So yeah, we are going to do the route. So, pretty much from Glasgow to Edinburgh, to Berwick-upon-Tweed, to Newcastle, down to York is all good. In fact, we would even say down to Leeds is all good, to a certain extent. And then we're going to have to rearrange this stuff, because we want the train to go out that way. Now, I don't know how I'm going to do that. This road is extremely close. I think what we're going to have to do is let this road disappear. Now, before this train comes into the station, I think we should perhaps maybe add on some extra platforms, because the train will get confused when we go add these. Absolutely, it's something that happens 100% of the time without fail, or that I've noticed it is literally without fail. So we'll add 2 more platforms to here, and then we shall continue on. Now, I should be able, right, the plan is to swap this trans-penning onto this line over here. Okay, that is plan number 1. Now, you're not actually finished configuring the station. You need to get your platforms in. So platforms are down here. It is these ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Will we add a couple of canopies to this? Is canopies even in here? The sort of roof coverings? I think they're in miscellaneous. Miscellaneous. Yeah, these ones. You know what? 1, 2, 3, 4. What's the difference there? That's pretty cool, actually. And that's the different side. Okay, go with that. Where did we start? No. Right, delete that. I thought I'd deleted the entire station there. Actually crapped my pants there. I thought it was gone. I thought it was a goner. Right, and then extend you out to there. There we go. That makes it look slightly more interesting. I always forget that those are there. But we should know, right? So, Transpennine train from Newcastle going to Manchester, sort of coming down there. We want the no masts. No masts, please. I want you to head out there. I'd like you to head out there. And then we do want masts. And we want this to sort of peel off in that direction. Right? And then we're going to connect it further up. Now the train is going to be upset because we are about to pretty much change its line. Now there's a tiny spot where I'm going to have to try and get this in. Alright, so have that come down to there. We are going to have to delete this. Yep. We want that to go into there. We want this to come out here. We also want to check and see how it actually looks, because I feel to believe... No, it's fine. Right. Excellent. Now, signals. Yeah, have a signal out here. Definitely one there. We shall remove this one because it may create problems later. We'll add it further up. We've stopped that train there. We've stopped this train here. And then we're going to want to pull this round to the left. Some way, somehow. It's not going to look pretty. It is going to be tunnelled for a fair distance. I'm going to wait for this train to move. And then we're gonna throw it on to a different line. You should also be doing the signals over here. So remove that one. Yeah, have that one go up there. Have that one go up there. And you're also going to want to stop it here from now on. Now this train, I do believe, is the only train that goes through here. So LNER Leeds to London is fine, it's on that left hand side. Manchester to Leeds is on the adjacent side. Transpennine Leeds to Hull is on this side, that's fine. And we have, last but not least, this. So we want to change this up to go into platform 9 on the way there. So this is actually Leeds here. I want to change you up. Push pause. Going on 9. Okay, I do believe that did change. In on 9, manage line, go back on 8. Okay, now it should be totally fine. Let's maybe change this up to Leeds Station. Leeds. There we go. Now that's all good. Now this is free once again for other trains to come in and come through. Now this signal I would like to keep, but I'm going to delete it for the moment because I feel like it might get in the way. So we're going to use non-catenary. Yep, hates it. Absolutely hates it. Now where do you want this to go? We'll see if there's a spot where it will actually go first. So it wants to go up. Going up is fine as long as there's no ballast over track shenanigans. Yeah, it looks good actually. Now, this is going to be a nightmare, so it is going to be tunnelled. And it's trying to go up. Have you go flat. Right, so it's going to have a severe turn to deal with at the very start of the route. And then go over this way. I would like it to sort of pop out at the road here. It does for a spell. And then head down that way. Right, this is no masts, so we've got float and catenary. as of this present moment. Right. Do that, do that, do that, and that. Okay, so that train is going round there. It looks pretty terrible, actually. Not sure if I like it doing this wild turn here. I'm going to leave that signal up there. I'm not going to put that one back in, but I will add one to this side. Yeah. And then we've got the 3 exit signals there. So this now needs to continue on to Birmingham. This area looks slightly odd. It's okay. In fact, I know the AI is just going to build them back in, but I'd like them not to exist. Maybe it'll leave them. It'll maybe leave that space now that we've erased it. Now, we need to go into Birmingham. And then we need to come sort of left. So I'm going to try and tunnel it under here. Now we're going to have Gloucester Station on this side. And I am going to do something slightly strange, which is do a little bypass line that goes round the back of Gloucester there. Now it is going to mean that we are going to have to delete these roads here. And that's quite a large section of Gloucester. We'll keep the game paused though. And then we need to get into Bristol Temple Meads, which is growing, which is nice. But no, we don't want this going up the hill here. I am going to have to definitely build some sort of bypass road and lock it down. Like this all up here, I would like to maybe go, because the train station might potentially be going in there. But the problem is, where do you stop? What is too much and what is not enough? I think there's still quite a large amount of population there for Bristol to grow. Cut that back. Gonna cut that road back. Gonna cut that road back. Right, the game is still paused, so we're all good on that front. I'm gonna pull this back as well. Leave that out there. Okay, right, so we need to get into a track. So we'll bring this down, pop it into this section. So that should be not too bad. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, you need to sort of hit this dead on. So bring that round there like so. Now this area here is quite flat, so I am hoping that we are going to land lucky. Right, I knew that wasn't going to work. It will work if we pull it from that side though. And then go there. Right, how does this look? It is fine. It's totally fine. So this train goes in through here. It's going to be sharing a platform with something else. That's okay. And then it sort of goes round this way. Now, I would like this to pop off. Now it's going up. Up is fine. Because it's staying at the level of this. Now there is like some gravel over here, but that is not too bad. Now you want to go up. I want you to go flat because I want you to tunnel through here. Yes, sorry, Bob. There we go. That's all good. And then we continue on. That plane is low. I mean, there's a large space in here. We could actually build something. I'm not going to. I think that would be a sort of bad idea. So we'll just continue on. Now, where do you pop out again? All the way over here. So it's tunneled for quite a fair distance. That's okay. We could maybe add an industry or something in here. We could have trains coming up. Steel mill or something along that lines. Buildings, let's go with this now. Building size, fine. Tracks, give it 4 so we've got something to play with, and I'm going to make this a 320. In fact, will I? No, I'll make this a 240, but I will make Gloucester Station 320. So you are colliding with everything under the planet there. I want that entire row of houses to be wiped from existence. I also want to upgrade that, please, and that. Right, check Gloucester. 83 shopping facilities, so it's mostly, it mostly looks like it is commercial entities that we have henceforth obliterated. So this is a 5 platform. 5 platforms, fine. Yeah, it goes under there. I am kind of upset that it's underground for all this time. That's okay. Right, now we'll probably have a train that goes round towards Oxford. So I'm going to cut this back even more. Alright, and then we're going to do something interesting here. Now we can pull this out basically any way we want. Because it's underground, you can't see the ballast over track. You may see it if we were to do a drive-by. Yeah, I want that to head out round here. Right, now pull that out. Pull that out to there. I'm going to pull another section from there. And this is going to be a temporary. Yeah, go flat. Go around there, right? So you have a tunnel once more. Oh wow. Yeah, this is going up. Bring it up to there. Pull that round. Now this is for future endeavours, we shall see. And then we want this. So I knew that was going to be slightly too ambitious. Where can I actually get this to pop off? About there. Go flat. Yep. Now obviously this section here is going to continue on to Bristol Temple Meads. Go there, yep. Go there, yep. And then at some point we'll try and reconnect this back down to here. Yeah, go there. Go there. Now I was planning on doing like the Cotswold Railway, but I went on to Wikipedia and I didn't realise that the Cotswold Railway actually went defunct in 2010. Who knew? Probably everyone except for me. Right, so that is now a thing. We are going to bring out another part here. Yeah, too much slope. We'll hold on with the old slopage there. I don't know what you're entirely trying to do. Yeah, tunnel into there. This is going to be weird. It's not going to give me a tunnel into that side. That's okay. We shall force it to have a tunnel. Oh no, it's done that. Yeah, it's done that really stupid thing where it removes sections of land. We don't want it to do that. So Okay, let's try coming from this side then. So you're going to head out there. You're going to head out there. Head around that way. Could this be a thing? It could almost be a thing. Right, so I think the best bet is to pull you down, well, from there. Yeah, tunneled. Construction is not possible. Construction is possible. Yeah, go around past Bristol. I'm not happy with this road anyway, because I'm going to delete it. It looks weird. I'll leave that section though. And then pop that into there. Oh, there we go. How weird does that look? So we've got line that bypasses and then line that goes through. Yeah, we can still get a motorway out here. If we're going to bring a motorway out this way, we'd probably be better taking it up there. And then I'm sure I can get a bridge or something over this. Right, Bristol, Temple, Leeds. Where is your train station gonna go? Buildings. I'm gonna make this. In fact, I'm gonna make this a 6. I'm gonna make it large because I want it to create quite a large footprint. Right, there's so much writing and collision notifications and stuff on the screen. I can't see anything. Remove this. Okay, have that go there. I kind of want to push it further down. Remove that. Remove that. Get rid of this. Yeah, further down. I want to remove this building and have it sort of go in there. Okay, so far so good. It's not connected to a road, but it will be. And then pop that into there. There we go. And then we'll decide what to do with that at a later date. Now we need to connect this up, but we're going to continue on with the rails. Now what I'm going to do is, right, so where do we need to get to? Exeter and then over to Plymouth. So I want the rail track. Now that's heading down, that's okay to go from there, and then I'm gonna pull that in there. Now this is tunneled, so you can't see like literally how bad it actually looks. However, I would like this. Go flat, please. Give me a tunnel. Tunnel. Yeah, tunnel's like really far over. It doesn't tunnel here. However, I think I can get it to tunnel there. I cannot. I can. Okay, now remove that. What does it look like? I kind of wanted it to all be one. Oh well. It is what it is. Alright, you sneak off into there. Right, it's done this again. I don't know why it does this. I've literally got no idea. Right, so now I have to delete that after just attempting to get it in. Yeah, there's a tiny bit of track there that is causing havoc. Right, go flat. Right, in fact, go down. Why won't you give me the tunnel anymore? This game. Yeah, either love it or you hate it. For me, it's a definite love-hate relationship. Sometimes I love it, sometimes I loathe it. Right, continue that on, and I'm going to continue this on. We'll pull this out further back, because where it is just now ain't viable. Right, don't give me any of this nonsense. Just build that there. Right, now if I delete this, is it going to screw up? We are good. Right, and then I want you to go back into there. So that's fine. We then want you to sort of head around here. Possibly be some southern route coming down here. Don't know as of yet. Autosave. Well, actually, we'll go and plan out where we want the station in Exeter to actually be. Now, probably in here would be ideal. Yeah, in fact. Right, so the problem is I'm going to have to cut a fair amount of this back. And I think that the city itself is not going to be too impressed with that. We shall see in just a second. Now that can come along the valley there. Buildings. Make this a 4. I'm going to make this 240. Yeah, so a lot of buildings are going to die right here. That keeps going to 5, which is odd. I mean, maybe in here or something would potentially be better. No, because trains are going to have to come from the south. Okay, and it goes. Don't know if I'm entirely happy with it being there. Smooth that out. Smooth this out. Yeah, it might not look too bad. Yeah, we're probably going to have a South Coast train going down to Bournemouth, one would imagine. Probably a South West Railways. Maybe. Maybe not. Right, so you are attempting to go up the hill there. Go flat. Now you can go up here. Huh, is that going to tunnel again? No. Alright, and then, so we are getting a tunnel there. Go down. It's not too bad. Don't mind tunnels. I just, I don't like it when they're eternally tunneled under and you can't actually see the train, but this one stays above board for quite a substantial amount of time, so that's fine. Right, so this is all good, and then we need to head down to Plymouth. Now, go flat, yep. Now this line will obviously be coming from the south. I want them to be parallel, but because I'm gonna make the southern trains. I've got the third rail mod installed, so we're not really particularly gonna have catenary, but we shall have third rail services. Now, is that Barnstaple over there? Yes. See, something else could probably go in here. I don't know what exactly. Now, Plymouth is in a, we'll say, a hell of a place. Plymouth. Yeah, so maybe just have the station go down this way. It's slightly further out, but that's okay. Right, so this is the line we want. So we are getting a tunnel. That's fine. And then into there. That's fine. We may add a city in here, we may not. I don't know which one I would possibly add. Right, this is going up. I don't want any tunnel. I want it to sort of be going through like a valley. I don't know why I'm building out to Penzance, because that's where we're going to be going in the future. Head down again. Pull that back to there. Yeah. And then we'll be heading down there at some point. Okay, so the line is pretty much done. There's no signals or nothing. Give me non-catenary for junctions, please, and thank you. Stop you there. Stop you there. I need to do a power of smoothing because this is quite bad, but hey ho. I want to get those good old Voyagers up and running. I will at least get a couple of the trains on the line. Maybe get some in here as well. I mean, what I am slightly worried about is making the line. It becomes a maze sort of around between the York, Leeds sort of area. Right, so I want to stop a train there. In fact, just have them, no, don't stop in the station. Stop a bit further out. A wee bit further out. There we go. Continue on. Now we'll create the two routes. One is going to be a bypass route, so we actually need to connect this bypass line for this train into here. So perhaps pull that out like so. Yeah, this is non-catenary for junctions. Very nice. And then we actually do want catenary. Is that actually connected? Yes. It looks slightly strange. It looked like there was a mound of dirt sort of just in front of it. Right, there we go. So that is that section. We are going to have to pop you in there, pop you there, pop you there. I'm going to get a signal or a set in here. We're going to stop the train there, and I'm going to stop the train there. I'm going to try and stop them in daylight, because it can be a nightmare sometimes. You don't understand why trains are moving, and then you're looking, and it turns out the train that is causing issues is actually one that is in a tunnel. You can't find it. You rack your brain, but for the life of you, you cannot understand why trains are not moving. And it's normally the hidden one. So do that about there and there. You are going to stop there. You are now sharing with another train, so you're going to have to stop. This should be all good, but we are going to have to stop trains there, there, and there. A couple of signals here. The rest of the line up past York should be good for signals, semaphores. etc. And then this part here stops, and then it goes along, and then it falls into there. Okay. Something has been made. Woofed. Right, now the super duper fun part. Edinburgh Station, hello. You are quite full already. I don't know what's happened. It's the Caledonian Sleeper that I need to extend. I need to extend the sleeper's route as well. So go there. Yep, again it's given me everything on the planet. Make you like light grey. So this one will bypass Berwick upon Tweed, but it will go into Newcastle. Right, it's trying to go into Newcastle in there. Make it black. There we go. You then are going to go into York, but you're going to go into York on 3. York on 3. So you now can't get into Newcastle, or you need to cross over, right? Where do you want to cross over? York side or Newcastle side? I think Newcastle side is probably going to be the best option. That is something I did not really anticipate, and probably should have. Right, I want this train to move. I'd like to pause this. I want tracks. No catenary. Yeah, come out here, please. To there. So you're going to be crossing over. Okay. So remove this now. Add it back here. Add that there. Add that to there. Okay, so it can now go from its platform in Newcastle out to the new line. Give me line 1. Yes. Manage line. Right, you are going to continue on and go into York on this middle platform, which is 7. Excellent. You're then going to head out here and go down to Birmingham. Now you're trying to get into there, but I'd like you to go in on 6, please. So 6. Right, you are going to branch off. This one is going to go through Gloucester. So that's fine. It's in on Gloucester on the right side. Something that is not fine is we have screwed up this. Now this is here for a terminus. That's just a placeholder for the moment. Now we need to connect that up to there, and that up to there. There we go. Maybe a couple of signals here and there. Right, line 1. Let's continue your journey. So Gloucester, yes. Add a station. I want you to go up to Bristol Temple Meads. And on there, perfect. You are then going to continue on to Plymouth. And on there, perfect. That's Exeter. Then you're going to go to Plymouth. Now, I should maybe make this a terminus station. Possibly. I might just have the other Penzance train maybe bounce over to this section over here, and then we can fold this back in. We shall see, or I might make this a terminus platform for that train. Now it's heading back in the correct direction. The only problem is it will attempt to jump tracks as soon as I click this. It didn't. Oh my god, it's amazing. Okay, so it potentially will now not jump tracks for the rest. Yeah, it's actually doing good. Well done, game. I am proud of thee. Yep, going in there. Excellent. Now it might try and jump ship here though. it looks so far so good. Yeah, so in on 5 for Birmingham, excellent. And then go around this way and go into Leeds on, what is that, 6? Leeds on 6, perfect. Go into York, right, that's on the correct platform as well. It then is swinging over here and trying to go in on 2. No, see, there we go. That is. There was the potential screw up. So go in on 1. Yeah. And then head back that way. Yeah, it's all good. And then it bypasses Berwick upon Tweed and goes into Edinburgh. Right, so this one will do cross country BURGH Edinburgh to Plymouth via Gloucester GLO LY. Actually, don't make that capitals because then I'll get confused. And EDIN Edinburgh. Edinburgh to Plymouth via Gloucester. There we go. That is now a thing. Perfect. Right. We shall rename it Painted Red. Thank you. Now you're coming in on this platform, that's totally fine. And then you're heading out. Do all these go out in that direction? Would it not be better for you to have actually, I think that's fine because it looks like trains have been doing that since the dawn of time and have not really been hindered in any sort of way, so that's okay. There we go, there's one of the fast trains coming in. So that line is all good, we just need to go and release some trains. Now we'll let these trains go and then we shall release, we'll do the other line. Now we'll do the other line pretty much exactly the same, but we will bypass Gloucester round the back and we'll go into Berwick upon Tweed on the way down. Why the hell not? Now you see, you went and built this all the way over here, which was stupid because you could have just built a depot on the edge. You know what? We're going to do that. Okay, so buildings, that. There's nothing for this to collide to, so in fact, which side does the train want to go on to? Left. Far left. Far left. Okay, now this is all catenaried. Our DMUs are fine though. Our diesel electric multiple units. Right, so first of all, so we've got the cross country 220 Voyager. So what I'm going to do is add and add. I'm going to make this a double. 208 capacity, 195 meters, and I'm also going to get a 90 triple. It's a pity we didn't have this, the 10 in cross country livery. It's okay though. No, just buy that, right? So set the double on its merry way first. So cross country Edinburgh Plymouth via Gloucester. Off it goes. Now we're completely devoid of trains down this area of the map. There we go, cross country, Voyager. Nice. Beer. Lucky bear. Very lucky bear. Yeah, see, these are meant to be joined together. And they look good joined together. Some trains look kind of naff when you've got multiple units joined in a two. Things like sprinters, from class 150 to like class 160 and stuff. Those sort of ones in between the sprinter classes look fine, totally fine, joined together as a multiple unit. But some of them do look kinda strange. But yeah, these Voyagers are sort of meant to be, possibly meant to be. Well, they are, because I've actually ridden on one that was a double. There we go. Cross-country service to Plymouth. Plymouth is not connected to a station. We will have to do that. We'll let this train run on a bit. I want it to at least get to Edinburgh. I also need to connect up potentially Exeter and Bristol station. Right, so there we go. We can see right away that there is a... You know what? Pull you curved. Come on, round into there. And yeah, pull you curved round in here. Now I know you can go it's one of these weird junctions. Is there anywhere you will connect? Yeah, connect up there. Okay, so that looks kind of weird. Just remember that trains from the south might be coming down this way, so I may have to annihilate this entire section of Plymouth. In fact, I am going to remove this entire section of Plymouth. Now it will attempt to grow back, as they most often do. Now that might be enough. There we go. It's trying to grow back already. Now it can grow in here if it wants to, but not before I get a train line in. Right, where is the third rail stuff? Third rail high speed tracks UK, excellent. Catenary, no. I don't think third rail tracks need it, do they? It kind of doesn't look like third rail. Oh no, it's got the third rail in it, that's fine. Right, and then continue this out that way. And that will potentially be a line heading south. And now if the game wants to grow out sort of this direction, it absolutely can. There's no issue anymore. Bring that out to there. I don't know, I think I can actually upgrade these tracks in here to be third rail. But yeah, you can actually see the little third rail there. It's pretty cool. So no need for catenary. We'll change that up though when the time actually comes. I mean, if there was a city here, we probably would head south, but obviously, as I was saying before, the map is severely compressed. So Exeter is right like down here, when in real life it should be over and slightly up, and Bristol should be above it. Not much we can really do about that. We could maybe have a train that bypasses Exeter. I'm sure there's one out there. Heads along the coast. Or this could potentially maybe be like a freight line that comes across. That could be something as well. I mean, we can always do a third rail down that way. So Exeter is actually connected. I want to see where this train is now. It's heading for Gloucester. Coming out of Bristol Temple Meads. There are 3 people on board. When it gets roughly to about Edinburgh side, we shall release the train, the other train. Thought it'd be nice to jump on board a little drive-by. I mean, these routes here are absolutely great for drive-bys. So the only problem at the moment is that there's not many other trains to the south. This one is as far south as we get, bar the other cross-country service that goes down to Bournemouth from Manchester. Yeah, this guy is like the furthest thing south at the moment. There's no southwest trains, southern trains, nothing like that currently. No Great Western Railways on the go. There will be, but I just wanted to get the Voyagers on. Someone was asking for them. They are really cool. I always knew that Edinburgh to Plymouth was a route. I've been on that train many times, and it's a great route so that we can sort of expand down into this direction. There's still lots of stuff we can do in here. We can still do the east. We've still got Grand Central trains to do, etc. Probably Scotland is definitely done in terms of passengers. What the actual bejesus is going on here? Yeah, see, this is bad. For many, many reasons. So again, Transport Fever Squad, people who play this game religiously, how do you stop the game from building? Because all of this was classed as mine. All this was classed as mine. I'm going to have to delete that, and it's going to take ages. That's super, super annoying that I did that. It potentially may have changed when I added this roundabout, but it should never have. Let's go in here. Yeah, all this has gone away from me now. This was all white. This entire route, the bus route from Edinburgh to Glasgow, was all white. But for some reason, I think when I've added this in, it's changed. So I will have super duper amount of fun deleting that. We'll jump back on board with our Voyager, whatever it may be. Gloucester. Yes, it should be past Gloucester. It's at Leeds. Oh, it's heading for Leeds. Yeah, but we shall leave it there for that episode. As always, if you did watch this and you'd like to leave a like, comment or dislike, please feel free to do so. And if there is more you would like to see in the future, then hit the subscribe button. I've been Danny Boy, this has been Transport Fever 2 on the UK map, and I will catch you later.